then Resource Center. So under the Epic the Give feature, I have 4 stories under it. So I'll proceed with that. Sorry, great. So the first story I'll be taking under the Epic the Give feature will be the offering. So under that, this is what I have. Okay, so the user story reads, as a church member, I want the ability to pay my offering so that I can fulfill my commitment to God. The acceptance criteria and these are this as follows. Given that I am a registered member of the church, I can make payments on the church website. When I select the give button on the church website, then I should see a pop-up window where I can select the type of give I want to make, such as offering, tithing, Africa Water Project, Latin America Shelter for the Deprived. There should also be a preset amount, which will be either $5, $20, 50, 100, or a custom field to enter offering of choice. You then proceed to a preferred method of payment, which could be Visa or MasterCard, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Pay, Android Pay, or Cash App to the number 800-777-4444. A section for emails or phone numbers of contributors should be available. After entering the required details, there should be a submit button to confirm payment request. A payment confirmation should not take more than 10 seconds. After payment is confirmed, a pop-up window with the message, "Thank you for your contribution," should be seen. Where there are errors with the amount entered or payment method selected, there should be a highlight of where the error is. If the errors persist after following the details highlighted, a contact administrator option should pop up with the ability to type a message in the text box or call the displayed number for further assistance. There should be a live chat pop-up window to enable members to get immediate assistance where possible. An FAQ section with common issues and suggested solutions should be available on the pop-up window section. This would give preset questions with recommended solutions for people who we are hopeful that will be the first point of call for people first before they contact, then they go through the live section or they send an email. And there should be a language section with the options of selected preferred language of choice. I put this in place for people who English might not be their first language, so they could choose from the options of Mandarin Chinese, English, Hindustani, Spanish, Arabic, Malay, Russian, and then Bengali. For members who would like to mail in their contributions, they can be forwarded to Spirit Church Headquarters, 222 First High Street, with a zip code 30022. After all processes are completed, a receipt should be generated with the options of downloading the receipt or sent to the email address. So this is where the requested email we asked for previously would come into play. So we can have the receipt sent to your email, or you just download it from the website directly. And then payment confirmation should be sent to requested emails of members with a message, "Thank you for supporting God's work." So this is the acceptance criteria for offering. Now we proceed to look at tithing next. Okay. So with tithing, I divided it into two: tithing for members and then tithing for visitors. So with tithing for members, this is what we have under it. And the user story reads, as a church member, I want the ability to pay my tithe so that I can fulfill my commitment to God. The acceptance criteria under that is that given that I'm a registered member of the church, I can make payments on the church website. When I select the give button on the church website, then I should see a pop-up window where I can select the type of gift I want to make, such as offering Titan, African Water Projects, Latin America Shelter for the Deprived. So under this, the person will select um, Titan over here, and then proceed to the preset amount where he can choose from the options available: $5, $20, 50, or 100, or a custom field to enter the amount of choice. Proceed to choose among the payment methods we have: Visa, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Pay, Android Pay, and Cash App. And then there should be a section for emails and phone numbers. There should be a section where contributors can select if they are members or visitors. So that's the difference. Yeah, you'll be able to select a pop-up drop down window will be there where you can choose whether you're a member of the church or a visitor. And after entering the required details, there should be a submit button to confirm payment request. Payment confirmation should not take more than 10 seconds. It said where there are errors with the amounts entered or payment method selected, there should be a highlight of where the error is. If errors persist after following the details highlighted, a contact administrator option should pop up with the ability to type in a text box or call the display number for further assistance. And then it proceeds to have a live chat section available, an FAQ section also available, and then ability to choose the language of choice. That's among the drop-down languages for those who don't have English to be their first language. And for those who want to mail in their type, they have the option of sending it to through mail to Spirit Church Headquarters, 222 First High Street, zip code 30022. After all processes are completed, you have the same option of deciding whether you want to download the receipt or you want to send to your mail. And then the last step in the process is that when payment confirmations are made, an email is sent to you on behalf of the church, thanking you for supporting God's work. So the difference between the acceptance criteria for tithing and that for offering is that you have the option of deciding whether you are a member of the church or a visitor. But with offering is we wouldn't get that feature over there. Yeah. So we move on to the next epic. Sorry, before I do that, we'll look at the Africa Water projects here quickly before I proceed to Media Center, which is the next epic. So yes, so under Africa Water Project, the user story reads, as a church member, I want the ability to pay my contributions so that I can fulfill my commitment to God. The same process, given acceptance criteria, given that I'm a registered member of the church, I can make contributions on the church website. When I select the give button, then you proceed to select the Africa Water Project. You choose between the amounts available or you enter the amount of choice in a custom field. You choose the payment method of choice. That's either Visa, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Pay, Android Pay, or Cash App. And then contributors can enter their emails or phone numbers. Okay. So after entering the required details, there should be a submit button to confirm payment. Payment confirmation should not take more than 10 seconds. It says after payment is confirmed, a pop-up window with a message, thank you for your contribution should be seen. And here too, where there are errors with the amount entered or the payment method chosen, the system should be able to highlight that particular section where there are errors. Where you want to have access to a live chat, that will also be available. And there'll be an FAQ section for common issues that you'll be facing with preferred answers. You also have the option of choosing among, since it's more like a donation of a sort, we also have that option here because we'll be receiving options from various places at the same time, donations from various places at the same time. So You can have the option of choosing among the language of choice for yourself. And then the same process, once you are completed, a receipt is generated either to your mail or you can choose to download directly on the site. And then you get a confirmation from us for your contribution made. Yes, and then it says after contributions have been made under the selected project, the member should be directed to the project page for the contribution to read on current project being undertaken. We added this for people who would like to know how far the project is going. So we are not just interested in you making a contribution, we're also interested in giving you updates. So once you've made a contribution, there'll be a link there that will take you to the type of contribution you selected. So under this, there'll be a link there taking you to the Africa Water Project page where you can read on what has been done, what is planned to be done, and what is going on. It will be the same thing for the Latin America project for the deprived. There'll also be a link there also for um, people who, after making a contribution, would like to know what is going on. So you just select the link and then you proceed from there. So I'll move on to the next epic. That'll be the media center. Great. So under the media center, I have three issues under that. So under media center, we have the live service, all services and scheduled time, and then catalog of past services. We'll pick the live services first. So the user story for live services reads, as a member of the church, I want the ability to join live service feeds to perform my Christian act of worship. The acceptance criteria as follows. Given that I select media center on the church website, when I select live service, then I should be able to see all live services available and join the service of choice. There should be a brief description under each live service fee stating the following: officiating minister, topic for the service, church branch for service conducted, and then stipulated time duration for the service. And um, so this would be more like a description under each particular service that will be service live service feeds that will be posted. It says a member should be able to select the service type based on language of service conducted. This will be available in the translator section where a member can choose from the following. So that means for those who will, I'm sure majority of the services will be conducted in English, but then we'll have translators available. So for those who not have English as their first language, they can now choose from the translator which language they would want. So they will still be watching the live service feeds, but instead of receiving English feedback, they'll rather be getting the language that they've chosen of that they've chosen to get. So it could be Hindustani, it could be Spanish, and then they'll still join the live service feeds. And members, a member can have access to a comment window where messages can be posted as services ongoing. So in order to enhance the feeling of being part of the service, you can type in your message, you can send a response to let's say things that will be said by the officiating minister. So it helps you feel part of the service. And then a live chat section will also be available for members who would like to make inquiries with regards to something they've seen as services progressing. So, for instance, if you would like to know where a scripture was taken, you missed it, there's a a live chat section where you can quickly talk to someone and then the person will assist you with that. Or if you're having difficulties too, you have access to that. Members should be able to set reminders for other live events that have not begun yet. So if, for instance, the service you want to join hasn't begun yet, you'll be able to set a reminder that will prompt you either by email or by text that this service will begin, let's say, in the next 30 minutes, in the next 5 minutes. And then notifications can be sent to emails or in the form of a text message where charges may apply depending on network provider. So that's in relation to this one, the reminders. says members should be able to send in a request to have live service downloadable links sent to their email. So for people who will not be able to join the service to the end, they can quickly send in a request that they would like to have the link for the service, and it will be quickly sent to them. And the members should be able to switch between live services by selecting available live services to do so. So for instance, you reside in Atlanta, you've joined their live service feeds, but they are conducting, let's say, a program in another state, and you want to join. So with that, let's say Texas, you just quickly switch between them, you select, and then you can join that feed over there. So it'll be easy to switch between live services without logging out entirely. And then members will have access to all services and scheduled times, and watch and replay catalogs of all services, and ability to set catalog services by dates. So there's the acceptance criteria under live service. We proceed to the next one, the next story under this epic. So that will be all services and scheduled time. Okay. So under this, the user story here is as a member of the church. Oh, sorry. Okay, great. As a member of the church, I want the ability to see all services available and scheduled times to perform my Christian act of worship. The acceptance criteria is as follows. Given that I select Media Center on the church website, when I select all services and scheduled times, then I should be able to see all services available and watch the service of choice. There should be a brief description under each service fee stating the following. So with this one, the services are done. They've just been uploaded, so you can choose between them. So before you choose a service, you would like to know what's about. So you have a brief description under each uploaded services that have been conducted. And then over here too, even though it's done, as you watch it, you can choose to have subtitles under them, which will come under any of these languages of choice for yourself. Um, Here, with this, the comment you post will not directly reflect in the service because it's an uploaded service, but then it will fall under all the comments that have been posted from those that have watched it. And then you can have a live chat section available also to help you with any inquiries you would like to make. Another feature here is that you can create your own playlist of all services available. So for instance, if you had a sermon delivered by Apostle Boateng, and then probably there are other sermons that have been developed and delivered by him, and you want to proceed to watch the others, you can quickly create a playlist where you have all the sermons delivered by Apostle Boateng uploaded there. You just drag and drop, and then you would have your playlist done. So you wouldn't need to now go look for them anytime you visit the site. Yes. And also you have members should be able to set reminders for other live events that have not yet begun. So from this catalog too, you can schedule some events for yourself. And if you want notifications about events to be made, you can have them sent to your email too, which is very possible. For messages that have been uploaded, it'll be easy to download, but just in case you're having issues, you can also send in a request to have the service link sent to you, and then you can proceed from there to download. And then you should be able to switch between sermons on the site. Yes. So that's it for all services and scheduled time. It would be the same thing for great, great. So it will be the same procedure for the catalog of past services. So under the um yes, So under this, we would have the same procedures to follow, just as the scheduled services. You follow the same procedures over here. So I'll move on to the next epic. That should be prayer request and welfare support. So we have that here. Under that, we have um, 5 stories under it. Okay. So under this, we have the breakthrough, we have the global opportunities, educational scholarship, peace of mind, and then healing. So we take breakthrough. Okay, great. So the user story here says, as a member of the church, I want the ability to send in my breakthrough prayer request. So the acceptance criteria as follows. Given that I'm a registered member of the church, I can send a prayer request on the church website. When I select the prayer request and welfare button on the church website, then I should see a pop-up window where I can select the type of prayer request or welfare service I want to make, such as the breakthrough, global opportunities, educational scholarship, peace of mind, healing. Now, members should have the ability to enter their personal details like their first name, last name, email address, phone numbers, residential address, city or state, zip code, a free text field to type details of specific prayer requests. So here you would want them, you want to have the ability to be able to type in what exactly is happening and what exactly you are hoping to achieve with that particular prayer request. So this being breakthrough, you'll be able to type the type of breakthrough you want. And then there will also be a section where members can sow a seed of faith to support the request being made. So once with a seed of faith, you have a preset section where you can select the amount you want to contribute as a seed of faith. You have a custom field also in case you are not finding the amount over here. You can type in what you want: $200, $250, $1,000, $1,000,000. It's all up to you. You have a preferred method of payment. So to be able to sow in your seed of faith, you can choose any preferred method of payment that will be available. That's the Visa, the PayPal, the Zelle, Apple Pay, Android Pay, Cash App. And then after entering details, there should be a submit button to confirm payment request. Payment confirmation should not take more than 10 seconds. After payment is confirmed, a pop-up window with a message, "Thank you for your seed of faith," should be seen. Where there are errors with the amount entered or the payment method selected, that particular section should be highlighted. If errors persist, you'll be able to contact administrator for assistance, or you go straight to the live chat section and then get help from there. Or you can also have access to an FAQ section where you can check to see common issues that may come up and the recommended solution. You can also change the language available so that it will help you in your process. Yeah, so you can have Mandarin, English, Hindustani, Spanish, Mali, Russian, Bengali. For those who would like to send in their seed of faith by mail, you can do so to Spirit Church headquarters. That's 222 First Street, High Street, with a zip code 30022. And after all processes are completed, the receipt should be generated with the option of downloading the receipt or sent to the email address of the member. And then payment confirmation should be sent to the requested emails of members with a message: "Thank you for supporting God's work." So this is the acceptance criteria for breakthrough. It's the same thing that runs in for global opportunities, educational scholarship, peace of mind, and then healing. Um, I'm trying to do this under 30. So I'll move on to the next epic. That'll be the e-store. Great. So under the Epic e-store, I have seven issues under that. We have sermons and archival teachings, conferences, services, church materials, artwork and paraphernalia, maxims of the church, other reading materials. So we'll pick the first one, which will be sermons and archival teachings. So the user story here is, as a member of the church, I want the ability to purchase sermons or archival teachings from the church website. The acceptance criteria is as follows. Given that I'm a registered member of the church, I can make a purchase on the church website. When I select the e-store on the church website, then I should see a pop-up window where I can select the item of choice from the e-store, such as, so under sermons and archival teachings, you can have you have these descriptions under it where you can know the title of the sermon or teaching, officiating minister, place of service, date of service conducted. In case you want to choose the next user story, that will be conference. You have the theme for the conference, invited speakers, location for conference held, date of held conference. In case it's a service that you would want to the e-store to render to you, you can under that the services available are printout of requested religious materials, research on certain religious topics, customized branding of church materials. Sorry, and then we have that's church materials. So some of the church materials available are t-shirts. So under t-shirts, you can choose the size, the color, type of shirt, whether it's a V-neck or a round neck. And we also have scarves for the ladies. You under that you have the length and then the patterns. You can choose among that. We have wristbands, pens and pencils, diaries, calendars, car stickers. So all these fall under church materials. And then the next one is the artwork and other paraphernalia, markings of the church, other reading material, sorry. So members should have the ability to enter their personal details to help in delivery of purchase, sorry. So that'll be your first name, last name, email address, phone number, residential address, city of state, zip code, a free text field to type details of other requests, and then a confirmation of other place should be seen as request is made on church website. You have the preferred method of payments, that's the Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Pay, Android Pay, and Cash App. So after entering the details, there should be a submit button where you proceed with payment. Once payment confirmation should not take more than 10 seconds. Once payment is confirmed, you should have a pop-up window that states that thank you for your patronage. Where there are errors with the amount or the payment or that's the payment method, that section will be highlighted. If errors persist, you can contact the administrator. You can have a live chat section. You have an FAQ section available. And here too, members can create a wish list for themselves on the site so that as and when they want to make the purchase, they just go to their wish list and it saves them time. Yes. And also members can also have language change over there to choose among the language options available. For those that made payment but would like to send in a check instead, send it by mail, they can proceed to do so. After all processes are completed, a receipt, will be generated with the option of downloading the receipt or sent to your email address. Payment confirmation should be sent to requested emails of members with the email, thank you for supporting God's work. So the process is the same for all the other stories that fall under e-store, whether it be it a conference, whether be it a service that you want to request, whether be it a church material that you want to buy, the process is the same for all. So I move on to the next epic, that will be the resource center.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some 2 minutes to do that, and then I'm going to come to you. I'm going to go to the next person.
Okay. So that we have resource center. Under resource center, I have for user stories, that's the Bible study center, the devotions, the confessions, and then the archive messages. So with the Bible study center, the user story reads, as a member of the church, I want the ability to purchase Bible study materials from the church website. And then the acceptance criteria here is as follows. It says, given that I'm a registered member of the church, I can make a purchase on the church website. Then select resource center on the church website. Then I should see a pop-up window where I can choose the item I want to make. So if it's Bible Study Center, you can choose whether you want weekly archive messages, study materials, prophecies. If it's a devotion you want, you can choose based on the author, title, year published. If it's a confession, the topic, and then date posted. Archive messages of the state minister, topic of message, and then date service was conducted. And your personal information, the text field to enter, the payment method, and language, those that want mailing, and that is it. And so the last one is this. I think I have some few seconds. Let me just wrap it up with location. Now, so under location, we have two epics. That's the location finder and then the location list. So the location finder, some of the features that you would see over there would be your ability to locate the nearest church closest to you, the ability to have Google Map integration where you can have directions to the church premises. You use a 5-digit zip code to search for the church branch closest to you. And then once you've seen the church branch closest to you, you have the ability to see the name of the church as Spirit Church, branch name, email or phone number of the branch head, pastor or minister, and then their contact. And then you should be able to have a live chat section in FAQ for any questions or concerns. So that should be it. I think my time is up. So please, any question?
Okay, so I realize that some of your stories is not complete, right? You just write, I want the ability to do this, that, and then most of them, a whole lot of them, but I didn't want to, I just wanted you to keep the flow going. So you need to go back to some of the stories and make sure that you have the persona correct, you have the goal correct, but what I saw was missing in most of some of the stories is the expected outcome side, so that I can do this. Some of them have it. It's not all the stories that I didn't get to see the expected outcome. So you need to go back to the stories and make sure that you always have the third part of the story itself,
Okay.
which is the expected outcome in there. So I realized that you want to make purchases, and and then that's it. We didn't get to see the reason why you want to make the purchases, whether you want to buy books so that you can be edified, so that you can grow, you can learn, we need to see the expected outcome. Why do you want to buy the books? Why do you want to buy those materials, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
go back and get and then make sure that you add those details to the story. Okay, so Jeffrey, it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, good morning. Hello.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, we
Good
can
morning,
hear you.
Jeffrey.
Yeah. So let me start with this give feature. So under the give feature, I have three stories. There's a tithe, the offering, and mission fund. Then so this is my story for the tithe. As a church member, I'd want the ability to pay my tithe so I can fulfill my commitment to God. And I have under that additional information which says members should be a registered member of the church and has entered their bio data. Members should be able to have their tithe recorded and tallied whenever payment is made. And the acceptance criteria I have, given that I'm on the homepage, then I should easily see the give feature. And given that I select the give feature, then a drop-down list should be seen displaying the following: tithe, offering, mission fund. And given that I select the tithe option, then I should be given the option to enter the amount of my choice or preset the amount to select preset amount for payment, which is $5, 20, 50, 80, 100. And I have given that I've already decided on the amount, then I should have access to different modes of payment like Visa card, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Pay, Android Pay, Cash App. And given that I have selected my payment mode, I should be able to click on the Pay Now button. And then, given that I have clicked on that button, I should receive an email confirmation and a pop-up on the screen reading, "Thank you for giving to God's work. Thank you for giving. God bless you." And the same message saying the amount you have given. And after it shouldn't be more than 10 seconds. And given that you'd also want to make payments via paying check, you can mail the check and then recipient as your local church and send it to the headquarters, which on the 222 21st North High Street, Atlanta, Georgia, if that's where the church is. For offering, I have, as a church member, I'd want to be able to give my substance to the Lord so I can receive more from Him. And members should be able to receive payment confirmation via email or text. Members should have the ability to use different modes of payment. Members should be able to enter whatever amount they are given. If the member decides not to fill out the amount by themselves, he or she should have the opportunity to select based on preset notes. And it's the same as the tithe and mission fund. So as a member, I'd want to give my substance to the Lord so I can support God's work. That's my story for missions. And given that I'm on the homepage, I should easily see the give feature. And given that I select the give feature, then a drop-down list should be seen displaying the following: tithe, offering, and mission fund. And when I select the mission fund, I should get a drop-down displaying the following: Latin America Shelter Project, Africa Water Project, Special Offering, and Welfare Fund, so that I can choose where to send or which of the various projects I'd want to support. And I should be able to select preset options given this. So I'd have 5 CD for $5, 20, 50, 80, 100, and 500. And if my preferred option is not there, I should be able to enter the amount I want and pay via these payment features. Yeah. Then media center, my next epic. Yeah. So and the media center, I have some. I think I have 4 user stories, and oh god. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. No, not today. Okay. Wow. Some more. This is crazy. Hello, Samuel.
Yes, sir.
Kindly pardon me. Please share me your email so I can forward to you the Word document in which I have my user stories and my acceptance criteria, because it's strange. I'm not finding them today too. It's
Yeah, so let's deal with that offline. Bernice, if you're there, go ahead so that we'll make use of the time and we can keep going. So Bernice, you can go ahead and share.
Hello. I'm logging with my laptop. I was logged in with my phone. So. Thank you. Hi, good morning, everyone. So here is my project for the mega church. And as you all can see, I have 6 epic stories, which is the git feature. 6 epics, not epic stories, 6 epics, which is the git feature, the media center, prayer requests, e-store, resource center, and location. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the user stories for my git feature here. So with the git feature, I'm gonna start with the citing, which I already have open here. Come on. Okay, there you go. Okay, so with my citing, I have I have my story here. As a church member, I want the ability to pay my tithe so that I can fulfill my commitment to God.
Bernice, I don't know whether you're sharing, but if you're sharing, we cannot see your screen.
Oh. Sorry guys, can you see my screen now?
Yeah,
can you see my screen now? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I have down for my story for tithing that as a church member of Mega Church, I want the ability to pay my tithe so that I can fulfill my commitment to God. And the acceptance criteria, I put down that as a member of megachurch, when I get on the megachurch website, then I should be able to have access to the main page of the church website. And when I get on there, I should see a give feature should be located in the center of the header menu in bold on our website, so that as soon as I get there, it just calls out my name. I just see it. If that is where I want to go to, I just go straight there. And the third one is, as a member, when I click on the donate feature, then it should redirect the members to a new page where different features can be found, including the tithing feature. And as a member, when I click on the tithing button, then it should redirect me to the tithing page where I can go ahead and make my donations, or give the money that I want to give to support the church. And on the tithing page, members should see the amounts below where they can decide to select from. We should have the $5, $20, $50, $80, and $100. And also, when members decide to give another amount, not included in the amount given, the automated amount given, then members should see a custom field area where they can choose to give any amount of their preference. There should be a payment gateway button located on the tithing page. So as a member, when I select to fill in my preferred amount and click on the pay button, the member should be redirected to a secure page where they can choose from these payment options to make their payment to the church. So we have the Visa, the PayPal, the Visa or the MasterCard, the PayPal, we have Zelle, Android Pay, Apple Pay, Cash App using our church number, which is 1-800-777-4444. And also members also can mail their check to the BPB church headquarters with the address of 2222 21st North High Street, Atlanta, Georgia, zip code 30022. I made some correction. I don't know why I didn't say, but yeah, I just know what I made, so I'm just making them over. And on the payment gateway page, a member is required to enter their first name, last name, their email address, and this is how it's supposed to show their first name, last name, email address, confirmation address, and then they should confirm their email address just so we know that they're given the right email address, and then they should click submit. And when members select a payment option and click on the Pay Now button, it should allow the member to fill out required information and submit payment. And when members click on the Pay Now button, complete and submit and submit the payment processing should be completed within 5 seconds or less. A confirmation message that says, "Thank you, your donation has been successfully received by Megachurch," should pop up to them. And following up the pop-up, also the system should send an automated no reply message email to the members. The message must include the amounts donated, the dates donated, and the given feature type in the message. And my correction, I had made an example. I had written down the example. I just written it out, but I'm not sure why it did not save here. But I will just move on to my next, which is offering. So for my offering and tithing was basically the same. For the want of time, I had the offering and tithing basically the same, but just that I took out the tithing and then put in offering, since it all has the same process. So just because of time, I will not go in depth into that. I will just move on to my next story, which is the African Water Project. So for my Africa Water Project, I have down as a church member, I want the ability to make monetary donations so that I can support God's work and help spread the love of Jesus across the world. And for my acceptance criteria, I have down when it's supposed to be as a member. As a member, when I get on the Mega Church website, then I should have easy access to the main page as our church, the main page of our church website. And I should be able to see the give feature calling my name out, which is located in bold on the header menu on our website. And given that a member wants to partner with Mega Church and support the work of God, when the member clicks on the donate feature, then it should redirect them to a new page where different features can be found, including the Africa Water Project feature. When members click on the Africa Water Project feature, then it should redirect the member to the Africa Water Project page where they can go ahead and give to support the project. And number 6 is colored, is in color because it's not something that my shareholder requested, but I just put it in there to suggest it to him when I'm going over with him. So I have down when the members open the Africa Water Project page, then they should see links that say our story. They should see a link that leads them to a gallery where they will see a minimum of at least 7 pictures and 3 videos from our previous project. It is what they see that will motivate them to give to support the project. So just something on there to kind of tell them about the African Water Project and what we do and what we have done in the past and what they are actually really putting their money into. And there should be another link that have maybe about 5 to 7 paragraphs, kind of really telling the whole story about how we started it and the lives that it has impacted and where we are going with that. So I just put that in there to suggest it, and I'm yet to know if that was the right thing to do. And just like the tithing and the offering, we have these automated amount that they should see on the website once they go on there. And the only difference between the African Water Project and then the tithe and offering is that with the African Water Project, there was $200 and $500 added to the amounts that were supposed to automate. So it's the same there. And for the lack of one-off time, I wouldn't go deeper into it. And for number 10, for the payment gateway, it is also the same as the tithe and the offering. So for the want of time, I wouldn't really go deep into all that. Okay. So should I continue to my next epic or?
Yeah.
Okay. So my next epic is the media center. And I'm just going to go ahead with the service. Okay. There we go. So for my service, I have for my user story, as a member, I want to have the ability to join church service or know the times of church service without physically being present in the church, so that I can participate in all church programs from anywhere around the world. And for my acceptance criteria, I have done, given that a member gets on the church main page of on our church, gets on the main page of the church website. As a member, when I click on the media center feature, then I should be redirected to a new page where there will be other sub features, including the service feature, for me to choose from. And on the service page, members must be able to see all the session button. So on the service page, members must see the all service sessions button. And as a member, when I click on the all service session button, then it should display the list of services that I can choose from. The display of list for all service session must include our Wednesday Bible study, Friday evening services, Sunday morning services with their schedules and times. So here are the schedules and times for our Monday, our Wednesday Bible study, Friday evening service, Sunday morning. So we are having two services on Sunday, the Sunday morning first service, and then the Sunday morning second service for every Sunday and every Friday and every Wednesday. And the times are shown: 7:30 to 9 p.m. for the Wednesday Bible study, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for the Friday evening service, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the Sunday first service, and then 10:30 to 12:30 for the Sunday second service. And as a member, when I click on the upcoming programs, which will also be located on the service page, then I should be able to see all scheduled yearly conferences and the annual or yearly conferences that I should see on there includes the Young Adults Seminar, so for the service page, it will only show the conference, the month, and then the year is supposed to be dated, which I will explain down the line. And we have the Bold Servants Connectment Conference, which takes place every year in March, and we have the Hope, which is Hours of Prayer and Empowerment Conference, which takes place every November in every year. And we have the Undaunted Woman Conference, which takes place in August of every year. And we have the Summer Youth Camp for our youth, which takes place in July of every year. The dates and the times for the upcoming programs must say to be dated at first. Then actual date of program should now show 1 month prior to the program. The program with the earliest due date must show on top of the list, and programs that are dated TBD, to be determined, must be on the bottom. There must be a time zone button, since our church is located all around the world, and we have all around the state, or all around the country in 16 different states. We have different time zones. So there should be a time zone button that displays the time zone below, so that members can easily select the time zone they are in. And the time zones they can select from is the Eastern Standard Time, Central Standard Time, Mountain Standard Time, and Pacific Standard Time. As a member, when I click on the display, the list of all services, then I should see the sort icon that appears on top of the list, so that I will be able to catalog all services by date. As a member, when I click on the display, the list of all programs, then I should see the sort icon that appears on the top of the list, so that I will be able to catalog all programs by date. So I wrote down services differently, and then the programs differently. And as a member, when I click on the sort icon then I should be able to sort by new date and old date. And members must be able to play, replay, revisit all services they choose to watch. Okay. And I have a similar story for my live streaming. Okay, I have a similar story for my live streaming. So for my live streaming is when the member can join in service as the church is going on. So as a member, I want to have the ability to stream live videos on the church website, so that I can participate in all church programs from anywhere around the world. And my acceptance criteria, given that a member gets on the main page of the church's website as a member, when I click on the Media Center feature, then it should redirect me to the new page, where there will be other sub-features, including the live stream feature. On the live stream page, when a member clicks on the Watch Live button, it should open a new page where the members can see our live services or programs. As a member, when I select an ongoing service and click on the Watch Live button, I should be able to watch the ongoing program on the church website. Members must be able to live stream our Wednesday Bible studies, Friday evening services, and Sunday morning services. On the live streaming page, members must be able to see the scheduled date and time for all church services. And this is how it's supposed to be displayed. Wednesday Bible study, the exact date must be given because this is live streaming and it is on that same day. So we don't want our members to miss church or miss any service that we have. So we give the actual date and time to them. And when a member clicks on a service, the watch live button must turn red if the service is ongoing so that the member can join in immediately. So if today is Sunday morning and they get on our website and they click on the watch live on the service, let's say the Sunday service, the watch live button must turn red for them to know that, oh, this service is ongoing right now so I can join in. And as a member, given that I click on the upcoming programs, I should be able to see all scheduled yearly conferences that can be streamed live. Annual or yearly conference include the Bold Servant Connectment Conference, and the date is March 19th through March 21st, 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. each night. And that is how it goes through for the rest of the yearly conferences. It should state the conference, the date, the time period which is going to take place, and the time which is going to take place. When a member clicks on conference, that is being just like the services, when they click on conferences, that is being urged, the go live button must turn red if that conference is ongoing at the moment, so they know that, oh, today is the time for this conference, so I can go ahead and join in. And there must be a time zone button also for the conferences to displaying on our website, because for the conferences, since it is nationwide, we don't want to say 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be like 4 p.m. Mountain Time, and that will confuse our members. So we want them to be able to choose their time zone so they know the exact time that the conference is happening, and so that they will not miss it. So there should be the time zone on there for them to choose the time zone in which they are, just so they can go ahead and join in the service and enjoy the service as well. And as a member, I should be able to catalog all streaming programs using the sort icon that appears on the top of the list when I click on the display, the list of all programs. As a member, when I click on the sort icon, the members should be able to sort by new date, old date, and the size of the conference, which I took out, but it's still in here. That's okay. And members must be able to play and replay the live stream programs they choose to watch. I will just move on to my next, which is prayer requests. Do you want me to finish prayer requests?
Yes, go ahead and finish that, and then we'll end it there.
Okay. 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 All right, there you go. Okay, there we go. All right. So for my prayer request, as a member, I want to have the ability to request for prayer assistance on the church website so that other members can agree with me in prayer. Given that a member gets on the main page of the church website, as a member, when I click on the prayer requests and welfare support feature, then it should redirect me, the member, to a new page where there will be other sub features, including the prayer request feature where I can go ahead and type in my prayer for support. On the prayer request page, a member is required to enter their first name, last name, email address, city, zip code, phone number, and prayer request. And it should be displayed as you see: first name, last name, email address, confirmation of email, state, city, zip code, phone number, prayer request, and then the submit. The prayer request box was bigger than this. I don't know why I shrunk, but it's okay. All right, so as a member, I should see a drop-down box to the right of the prayer request free text field. And I say member, when I click on the drop-down box, then I should see a list of prayer topics that I can choose from. These are automated topics that I can choose from, and the automated topics are breakthrough, global opportunities, peace of mind, educational scholarships, healing. And if whatever request I want to put in there is not included in these automated topics, then as a member, when I want to type my own prayer request, then I should be able to type a detailed description of my prayer request in the free text field so that I can have members coming together to pray for me. And as a member, when I click on the submit button, then the system should send the member's prayer request to the church so that the prayer team can start praying for the member. And then when a member clicks, as a member, when I click on the submit button, then an automated personalized message that says, hello, with member's name. We are praying for you. Be still and know that God is with you, must be sent to the member's phone. And that is all for my prayer request.
Okay. So, good job. I see that you've done a very good job being very detailed and even going above and beyond to put in fields and other things like that. Very, very impressed with the story on the live stream, committing the times and dates of the service. So good job. Tomorrow, maybe we will have just one story. I don't know.
Okay.
I see that James is not on today, so it's going to be his turn. And after that, we'll go ahead and take the other project requirement. And then also, I will take time tomorrow to go through. I'm going to spend time on some of the ceremonies and try and put it on like a calendar. When must these ceremonies happen? So we'll do all of that. We'll take care of all of that tomorrow. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hello, Sammy.